Every time I see a friend or family member put in a passcode that's just all one number, or worse, they don't have any passcode on their device, I know that they are at a high risk of getting lots of their data stolen. Joanna from the Wall Street Journal recently produced a video showing how easy it is if someone has your device and the passcode to that device, how they can change your iCloud passcode quickly, turn off Find My, and then access all the data on your phone. You should definitely check out that video, link is in the description, but I want to share several tips to help you secure your device the best it can to make sure you're safe. Step 1, make sure you don't have an easy to guess passcode. If your passcode is all the number 7 or all the number 0, that's not a good place to be. And if your device doesn't have a passcode at all, well, an angel probably lost its wings. To fix that, let's go to the Settings app, and you can do this on any of your Apple devices, iPhone, iPad, and your Mac. Scroll down in Settings until you see Touch ID and Passcode. You're going to put in your current passcode, which you're going to change shortly. Then here where it says Change Passcode, tap there. You'll be prompted to put in your current passcode again. And now you'll see there's actually a Passcode Options button. Tap Passcode Options, and you'll actually have the ability to set an alphanumeric passcode. An alphanumeric passcode means you can use letters, numbers, special symbols, any character that's on the full keyboard. And an added benefit of using the alphanumeric passcode, even if you choose to do all numbers, rather than have those huge circle numbers that people can see easily, you'll actually have a smaller keyboard. It can be more discreet when entering your passcode in public. So at least do a 6-digit passcode, but even better, choose alphanumeric. Now you'll have the full keyboard. You can do phrases, words, characters, whatever you would like. Choose a good length, make sure it's something that you can remember. And if you're worried about forgetting it, write it down on a piece of paper and keep it someplace safe in your home. Don't carry that paper with you, especially when you go out in public. Put it in a safe, a dresser drawer, or your nightstand. It'll take a second to update your passcode, but once it's set, now you know you at least have a secure passcode. While you're on your Face ID or Touch ID and passcode settings, scroll down to the bottom and you'll see several options that you can enable or disable when your device is locked. If you want to be really secure, you might want to disable things like Siri. If Siri is enabled on your device and you can use it when locked, someone might be able to use it to call themselves and then get your phone number or possibly other data like your contacts. The more you shut off, the more secure your device will be, but it also might become too inconvenient. So judge for yourself which you want to enable when your device is locked. Also, for all your devices, go to Display and Brightness. Then when you go down to Auto Lock, make sure your auto lock is set at a low number. That means someone will have 5 minutes to grab that device and have access to everything on it before it locks and they have to put in a passcode. So I try to set this number pretty low. It'll also help your battery life. On my iPhone, I keep it at 30 seconds. Also, I would encourage you to get in habit of locking the screen manually whenever you're done using the device. Yes, the screen will turn off automatically after 30 seconds or a couple minutes, but if you get in the habit of just turning the screen off when you're done using it, then you'll know it will require a passcode anytime you set it down anywhere. Another tip is make use of Face ID and Touch ID to unlock your devices. If you're in a crowded or public space, unlocking with Face ID or Touch ID will prevent you from having to physically enter a passcode, then no one can look over your shoulder and see it. So use that bioauthentication method as often as possible. On all your devices, your iPhone and your iPad, go to your settings and then go back to Touch ID and Passcode. At the very top, you'll see other options for Touch ID or Face ID, like Wallet and Apple Pay, iTunes and App Store purchases, and even autofilling passwords for websites. Make sure all of those are enabled. This way, whenever you're prompted to use something from iCloud Keychain or use Apple Pay, you can use your Touch ID or Face ID rather than putting in your passcode right then. And last tip on your passcode, when you do have to put it in, whether it's a 6-digit passcode or alphanumeric, if you're in a crowded or public place, just keep an eye on who's around and who might actually be looking over your shoulder. I see so many people unlock their devices like in a stadium or at a sports game, and they just hold their phone up and put in their passcode for probably hundreds of people to see. Now, yes, someone would have to steal your device and know your passcode, but like Joanna said in her video, there's actually teams of 2 people working to get people's data. There's one person usually looking for you to enter your passcode and they'll memorize it, and then another person will actually grab the device. So just keep in mind, when you have to put in your passcode, be discreet about it. You don't have to be weird and do one of these, but make sure you're not doing it so obvious and out in the open. And before I go, I'd like to share a harrowing story of identity theft. It's someone that happened actually very close to me. It was a family member. This person received an email saying that they were going to be verified on a social network, something that many of us would love to have that blue check. This person wanted it as well, and so they said, we're going to text you a 6-digit number. We just need you to send us that number, and then we can confirm it's you, and we'll verify your account. Now, no one is immune to being fooled by some of these scams, and that's why you need to be extra careful. Unfortunately, these were scammers, and the 6-digit code that this person was receiving on their phone was actually the 2-factor login authentication code for their Instagram account. Once this person sent that 6-digit 2-factor code to these hackers who already had his login, it started a terrible process of stealing all kinds of data. They locked him out of his social media accounts, even his Gmail account, And once someone gets access to your email, they can reset passwords, which as you know, many online accounts, they say reset your password with an email. And if you lose access to that Gmail account or whatever your main account is connected to your bank, credit cards, they can really do a lot of damage. And you could lose access not just to credit cards and bank accounts, but also all the photos and memories. Again, like in Joanna Stern's video, she talks about people who have lost access to their entire iCloud photo library because their Apple ID, the password has changed, and now they're locked out. Let's be honest, most of our lives now are on these devices, from website logins, bank account info, credit cards, and it's really convenient. And there are steps that you can take to make sure that your information stays secure and protected. So take the steps I mentioned in this video, set an alphanumeric passcode that's complicated, keep it secret, be discreet when you have to enter it in public, and use Face ID or Touch ID as much as possible. If you have any questions on securing your devices or accounts, leave a comment below, or if you have a cautionary tale that may be helpful to others, you can share that in the comments below. Again, hope you don't have to experience this and you take the steps to secure your devices. Thanks for tuning in, hit that like button before you go, subscribe to the channel, lots of great content coming soon. Thanks for tuning in, I'll catch you next time.